Let's go live, and I'll let the cat out while we're going live. Good morning. Off you go. Good morning. I'm Claire Louise. Hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. My voice has been fine until I go live, and then suddenly I'm croaking. What's that all about? Hey, everybody. Who have we got in? Timothy. Hello. Maria. Hi, Jamie. Hey, Tara. Hey, Mandy. It's going to be stormy here today, too. Hey, Christine. Hi, Melissa. How's everyone today? You all good? Hey, Penny. Yep, I'm good. I am good. Let's get some cards out. So I'm going to get some cards out for the collective. I feel like the camera's in the wrong place. That's in the wrong place. The camera's feeling weird to me. Yeah, I'm going to get some cards out for the collective, and then if anyone wants a mini read, just check out that pinned comment in the live chat there at the top, and it tells you it's by donations. Super chat, super sticker. There's a PayPal link in there. If you've got a question for your higher self specifically, then you can, when you comment, put a capital Q at the start of it, and so that I can find it easy. Otherwise, I can miss it. Okay, let's start with some cards then for the collective. What have we got going on? Grace, that's a good start. Things are in the flow. I was just listening to the energy update for today, Wednesday the 9th of June, and it was saying about, I was saying about kind of dodging a bullet by somebody not speaking about something, not keeping a secret, but just holding something back. And the gratitude card came out with that. And it's interesting because in the last few days, I've been feeling very grateful that I've broken free of the patterns that I've broken free of. And, you know, I could so easily have been one of the people that I've constantly walked away from in my life, that I've had to in various stages, not constantly walked away from, but in various stages in my life, as I've transcended things, I've had to walk away from people, and I could so easily have got stuck there and been those people, been just like that, had those same things going on. And yeah, in the last couple of days, I've been feeling so grateful of how far I've come and of what I've released and what I've got myself out of. So that's an add that to it as well. If you resonated with that energy update today. Growth. Oh no, it's growth. I thought it was grace. It's growth. Growth. Yes. We've grown. Be grateful for that. And you've grown. Totally agree with that. The the dodging a bullet. It was something like, if you haven't watched it, I was saying about the energy was like dodging a bullet, like asking a hypochondriac if they're okay, and then realizing what you've done, and them saying, yeah, they're okay, even though that you know they're not. But someone not going there. It was also about not having to be the stable, strong one for everyone. You don't have to take that role. You don't have to be that. If you're strong and stable, well, that's your skill, that's your gift. Yes, for the rest of the world, but mostly for yourself. You've got to use it for yourself first. I was listening to Matthew Hussey last night. A video of his popped up on YouTube on my suggested videos thing. And I listened to it, and he said something very interesting. I've forgotten what it is now. It's connected with what I was just saying then. About stability. Not having to be the strong one. You don't have to be. Yeah, saying our primary role is really powerful. Our primary role is to look after ourselves. because no one else is going to do it. And he made quite the speech. I think he was being interviewed by someone, and he made quite the speech saying, our primary role is to look after ourselves, because we're the only ones that have been there through all of it for ourselves. We've been there at our worst times, and we've been there at our best times. And we've been there when we've hit rock bottom, and we've been there when we've been crying, and we've been there when we've been happy. We've just been through it all, and we're still here for ourselves. And we've got to recognize that and realize that. And it's like, wow, yeah, I've always been here for me. It's powerful, huh? You like that update? Like my top, thanks. I got this second hand from someone on the island. I haven't worn it for ages. It's really long, so I got to tuck it in, but I was feeling dark today. I haven't got any bracelets on or rings. Hang on. Didn't finish getting dressed today. What colour shall we have today? Blue and purple. Blue and purple today. So yeah. And in the energy update, I was saying that we don't have to be that stable one. We don't have to take that position for other people. Maybe just, like I say, maybe just be grateful that we're not like that person anymore. Do you know what I mean? That we've found that stability in ourselves. Doesn't mean that we've got to do it for other people. We've got to show them how it's done. Let them find it in themselves, you know. The road less travelled. Hey, Mr. Balance. Yeah, people do show up for us too. But yeah, we agreed to leadership roles, you know. We agreed to be some of the few that are leading the way. We have got that strength and stability. It's hard to be the strongest in the room, isn't it? But maybe you're in the wrong room. That's the case, you know. I'm here for you. The road less travelled. It's an unusual path, that's for sure, of growth. It's an unusual path of growth, and yeah, we've got to be grateful for the stability that we've found. We've got ourselves. Hey, Connie. So, we've always been there for ourselves. It really impacted me, his little speech that I heard last night. It's got good stuff. Yeah. Show others it can be done, show others. And unfortunately, some of that is kind of being selfish, isn't it? And doing it for ourselves and pulling our energy back. It shows them. It's like, stand on your own feet. It's like when you got kids. You got to let them do it themselves. You got to let them make their own mistakes. You got to let them try themselves. Hey, dear. Stability, huh? I had a very strange dream 2 nights ago. It seemed like a prophetic dream. It was very strange. It was about a fake. It was about some famous people faking their deaths. I don't know who some of them were, but they were involving me in it. It was to do with a boat and inviting people onto a boat for there to be an accident on the boat, and the famous people would be taken off the boat. This is what was happening, but I got off. I got away from it. Oh, it was very odd. Very odd dream. We've got the journey here. The journey. Love of adventure, curiosity, and appreciation. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that appreciation. I think that this is what we're being asked to do now, is find that appreciation and gratitude for ourselves and for our journey as well, instead of kind of battling it. Instead of trying to battle it and being underwhelmed by what's showing up or what's not showing up. Love of adventure, curiosity, and appreciation. A young girl gently rides a deer. Both the girl and the deer are having fun on their adventure. They're playful and curious. Sometimes we get so caught up in the destination we forget to appreciate the journey. But if we neglect the little things on our path, like the soft grass under our feet, or the unconditional love of an animal, we're missing out on precious moments. A new friend or acquaintance with a different point of view can help us see things we may have overlooked. New people, I feel that, and my personal readings have been saying that new people are coming in now. It's weird, hey? Dream. I mean, to have a dream that's apparently not about me. Fun issues. Yeah, I was in it though. There was this old couple. Well, they seem old compared to me, but I guess my bone structure was similar. That's what they were doing. They were getting people bodies similar and treating them on the boat, kind of thing, to get them to be the ones that die. But I got away. Bizarre. I only recognised one of them that was on there. What a strange dream. I don't know what would have instigated that from my day before, that kind of thing. At all. Yeah, we've gotta move into different rooms now. With different kinds of people, and I feel those people are coming in, and it'll be outside of our comfort zone. I mean, my comfort zone has been, our comfort zone is always our past, right? It's who we have been, people that we have been around. Alpha ladies. Strong people. That's good. Escape death. It was hard to get off the boat though. You know when you have those dreams and you're trying to do something seemingly simple, like climbing over something or climbing up a ladder, and you just can't seem to do it in a dream. It seems impossible. Simple task just doesn't seem to work. Here's a targetess again. She shows up so often lately, telling us about balance. A targetess, the first recorded mermaid. What else can I remember about a targetess? She's guiding you to look for more balance in your time, your environment, and within yourself. As a teacher, a targetess asks you to seek new ways to bring more balance and care into your life. Caring for ourselves. Targetess. Balance and caring for ourselves. Yes. Wow, my new workout program is awesome. So I'm caring for myself at the moment. It's really making it, and you'll see a big difference in my body coming up very soon. You can see my arms are getting more definition again. I'm getting it back, but I'm making a huge difference with my body. It's only 30 minutes a day. It's hard. It's hard though. You don't have audio or video? Or are you just doing the comments? Well, that's weird. You can't hear me anyway. Keep on looking after ourselves, but I do feel like it's time, personally, I feel like it's time to open up to different people now. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling ready. Different kinds of people. There was some loon grinning at me the other day when I went shopping. I can't call him a loon. I don't know if he is or not. He's grinning at me. Let's see what Timothy said. Okay, let's get cards out. I'm going to be shooting the videos today for that one, for the week, next week, for each star sign. That's what I'm doing. I might do another pick a card read, but I doubt it. I don't think I'll have time. Yay, going to the gym. I'm loving Caroline Gervin's workouts are just incredible. See why she's got the body that she's got, but my body is rapidly transforming to be hers. Check her out, Caroline Gervin, Girvan. Not for the faint-hearted. I mean, they are advanced workouts, but if you look at her body, it's just incredible. And I've only been doing it for like a week and a half, and I see my body transforming even more. Works. It works good. Meeting new people through work. It's good. Hey, Beth. You want to feel somebody. What else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limited beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? What else could this mean? Today's soul action. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment? Or is there a pattern that's ready to be broken? Patterns ready to be broken. Wow, yes. Well and truly. I seem to have been breaking patterns for years and years and years. The same patterns, you know? Layer by layer. It's like, oh shit, I'm still in that pattern a little bit. I thought I got rid of that one. And I did to some point. But, yeah. Anyone else like that? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. I think we've been there, in fact. I think we've been in their shoes. We've been in their perspective at some point. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? There's lots of buzzing. Weird. What's your device? Whoop, whoop. What else could this mean? That's interesting, isn't it? Our first reaction is always rooted in our fears and limited beliefs. Yeah. I don't have many reactions anymore. I tend to overthink things though. Something happens and I analyze it, you know? Okay, what can we do with this? Let's try and prop you guys up with these crystals here. There we go. And start flapping about. Change. So let's get some tarot out. Get out of here, Melissa. It's not working for you today. Analyze to death. It's good to be self-aware, isn't it? But sometimes we can take it too far. Oh, that coffee went fast. Right, so let's get some tarot out. I'm loving these cards. I've started using them for my readings now, private readings. I'm doing, I use the little cards and these. We've got the Phoenix. Wow, powerful card. The Phoenix. Challenges that we've been through, risen above it, leaving things behind, arising from those flames, the ashes. And yeah, I've just got this feeling that kind of looking back at where we've been, at the flames and at the ashes and the people that are still in there right now. Or at least I am. Hiking. At a work meeting today, I caught yourself looking at the men's shoes, as if it defined them in some way. It did. Yeah, people's shoes do. What am I saying about me? Barefoot, fancy free. Footloose, fancy free. I don't wear a lot of shoes. If I wear shoes, it's trainers. Or Birkenstock, plastic Birkenstocks outside the door. Sit outside. The Phoenix, right? Said the Phoenix. We want more of these cards. No. You can tell a lot about what people do, what people wear, what they have around them, their environment, and how well they're taking care of themselves, for sure. Yeah. Shoes. Okay, let's get more tarot out. No mini reads today for anybody? Maybe later, huh? It's been quiet on the private reading front as well. I've been enjoying it, in fact, having a break. I was excited by the Apple event yesterday because I've been pondering getting a one of those new iMacs, or do I wait for the more powerful one for video editing? Because even though my Mac, this MacBook Air, you can't see it, it's underneath you right now, but even though it's very powerful and I can do the video editing on that, the screen is too small to do it. I'm not talking about these videos. These videos are easy. I'm talking about my plans for future videos. And yeah, a big screen would be good. But that event, I don't know if any of you follow that stuff, but you can actually put them side by side and use one keyboard and one mouse, and you can go across screens and you can drag and drop from other things, which means I can take a video from one device to another device just by dragging it and dropping it. It's just incredible. Wow. What kind of a person is by their handshake? I can't stand handshaking. I can't stand it. It's weird. I I'm I don't know what it is about it. I do not like it. So by my handshake, you'll tell my aversion to it. May snow on that warning. Wow. Wow. I saw a picture of Mount Warning from above the other day on Facebook. It looks like a vagina. You can see that it's a volcano because it looks like a hook from the side, right? I love my technology. So yeah, I'm thinking of getting one of those, and I'm taking my time starting this new YouTube channel and getting prepared for it. Because I've seen with this channel, I've had it for a very long time, this channel, and I've seen how you can mess it up by not being prepared and not knowing what you're doing. It's really slowed my channel down. I see other people knowing what they're doing, starting a second channel, doing it right, going in there fast and right. and it goes, it grows very, very fast when you do that. And so I'm taking my time with it, but yeah, I'm making sure I'm getting all the right equipment first. It's not like me to plan ahead at all, but I'm excited by that. And not only that, I've been checking out the very expensive headphones. Those, what do you call them, Max or something? AirPod Max, is it? Uh, I don't know. The headphones that Apple do as well. Again, for the video editing. But also, because if I have it on my desk here, I can turn it around and use it for movies. These don't work, so unless they're going to bring out some of these, these don't work anymore in the those modes, transparency mode and sound, whatever it's called. I didn't climb Mount Warning. No, I was too busy drinking. When I was in Byron Bay, I was too busy drinking. I was like my ex me now that can't go and see anyone, can't go, can't do anything because there's drugs, aren't there? I was like that. I was very limited because I'd make excuses for it, but yeah, I couldn't do a lot of things because of that, because of my drinking. Couldn't trust myself. Got the moon here, unknowns, the phoenix and the moon. It's wild, hey. Looking back at it, it's wild because I didn't think I had a problem, hey. Looking back, I'm like, holy shit, yes, I did. Got the chariot on the bottom there. Unicorn. I might not have been chemically addicted to it, but I was dependent on it, for sure. Emotionally. Or, yeah, the moon. Stopped me from doing a lot of great things in my life. I guess I was functioning to some level, but thank God I've left all of that behind, really. Wow. That's where my gratitude is at the moment. Could so easily be one of these people. Could so easily still be like my ex. It could so easily be like a lot of the people that I've left behind. The moon. The moon is card of sensitivities, dreams, imagination, psychic powers. You climbed up. You're there by yourself, sharing an orange with a bush turkey. Bush turkeys. It may indicate a time of insecurity due to external influences or forces in your life. Just not knowing what's going on, really. Who or what is holding you back from connecting with your higher self? Nobody. The moon also addresses the deeper realms of the subconscious and the shadow thoughts and feelings we experience as humans. It's important to acknowledge this side of yourself as the balancing contrast to your lighter or happy facets, but to not let it take over your mind completely. The moon is also a card of illusion. Things are not necessarily as they seem. It is therefore important to let go of any past traumas or influences that are distorting your perception. Remember, we create our experiences and reality from the vibrational quality of our thoughts. The power of your mind is limitless. So we're letting go of past traumas and influences, but they're still distorting our perception. We've got to get to that place of gratitude for it rather than trying to guess where we're going. Yeah. This is saying, like, stop trying to guess where you're going and trying to get there. Just be where you are right now. And it's almost like, it's that feeling of, have you ever been, like, through something traumatic, or say a near crash or something like that, and then you just need to stop and, like, that nearly happened, or that just happened, and give yourself some time to settle yourself down again. It's raining. It feels like that kind of energy right now. It's like, look where you've been, look how far you've come, and just settle yourself down, and don't pretend you know where this is headed, or be trying to get there and move on. Just, like, realize what you've just been through in life. And, like, I don't mean just been through, I mean, like, the whole of your life experience. New beginning isn't an illusion. It's saying don't pretend that you think you know what it is. It's saying, like, stop trying to manifest it. Stop trying to say, oh, okay, I want this, 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 this. This is where I'm headed. Because my life has shown me it wasn't where I was headed. I couldn't have picked it. I couldn't have picked it at all. What I'm doing, where I am. It's right for me. It's great for me. But I couldn't have picked it. And so this is saying, like, release the reins of it. Just be where you are now, and we're going to be led to something even better for us than we would have picked for ourselves. Growth. All about growth. What we've been through. Let it be a mystery. Like, we know some of it. Like, the manifestation that we do, the things that we focus on, the preferences that we have, they are taken into account. Of course they are. So we know some of it. Like, we know, but we don't know all of it. It's certainly my life experiences. It's beyond, you know. Thought maybe chicken had went back in because it's raining. It's beyond what I would have chosen for myself or created it to be. You know, if someone had said to me, you're going to be living on or do you want to live on a small Thai island? No, really. Don't want to go through this again, Penny. It seems pretty major. Turning point, though, is what it feels like to me. I feel like I'm at a turning point. I wanted to be at a turning point for the last few years. I was hoping that it was going to be the turning point, but it actually feels like it is the turning point now. And I didn't feel like that before. Let's get one of these out. Thanks, Christine. Do your reading shortly. See, it is. It's just the Two of Wands. I want to read it out, and the Wheel of Fortune as well. The Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Riding in the rain. Two of Wands, Two of Wands, Two of Wands. Planning, potential decisions, future planning. See? And the Wheel of Fortune. We think we're manifesting it. We're not. It's a mixture of fate, and this is what this is, the mixture of fate and manifestation. We're not manifesting it all. Our preferences are taken into account for sure, but we can't be sure where we're headed. When the Two of Wands comes up in a reading, you're at a point where you must make a choice. It's the opposite. It's not even that. It's not the fear of moving forward either. What was that? Something happened. It's not any of these. This is saying like make a choice. This is and the opposite is saying can signify a fear of moving forward, being indecisive. It's not either of those things. It's saying that we don't have all the choice. Wheel of Fortune, our higher selves, it knows more than us. It knows more than us and about our true purpose here and what lies ahead and all of that. Hey Tammy. So we're feeling like there's Two of Wands, like I want to move forward. How can I move forward? How can I manifest this? How I want like my plans, my dreams to come true. How can I make it happen? What do I need to do? Right? And then the Wheel of Fortune, our higher selves, is saying, just hang on, hang on. You've got to like realize how far you've come and that you're ready for this next thing, and it's unknown, and let it go, and it's going to be better than you think, and it's coming, and just trying to tweak your energy and get you ready for it. And you need to change your mind about how it's going to happen, and also changing our mind about the past too. Seems to be what it is at the moment. Change your mind about the past. Realize how far you've come. It happened in a video I was recording the other day as well. The fan blows a bit of my hair in front of my face. Does this long-haired ladies, just or men? Does this happen to you too? Sometimes a little bit of hair blows in front of your face and you breathe it right down, either right up your nose and down your throat, or in your mouth and right down your throat. It just happened. That's it, manifesting with the universe. Appreciate our progress. It's part of the self-love thing, isn't it? Christine, general reading for you. Thanks for your donation. Oh, own my idea and accept the unexpected. Yeah, so it's the same. This is the same energy, right? Owning your idea, manifesting it, but knowing that it's going to be unexpected. Randoms. Did you watch the pick a card read? Did you watch the shell pick a card read from last night? I found that one a very interesting reading because there was that random factor in that. And when I was doing the deeper dive for it yesterday as well, I was like, well, this is interesting. This is a character that I've not read before. This is a different kind of a person. It would be interesting to meet a person like that. And it's like that. Own my idea of what it is that you want, but also accept the unexpected too, because your higher self is leading you somewhere. You watch the show, Christine. Interesting character, don't you think? That I was talking about in that reading. Pivotal moments in our lives. It does feel like a turning point, doesn't it? Hello, Uganda. I used to live in Bali, in Uganda. Christine, so yeah, you're with the energies right now. Going well and clear within. So you're doing really well. So this is saying, Christine, lift yourself out of that I'm not doing very well, I'm a mess kind of thing. Nah, you're not. None of us are, right? We can look back. This is what all of these energies are saying. Look back and be grateful that you're not where you were, that you're not one of those other people. Especially the ones that get stuck, repeating patterns, the ones that get stuck, the ones that have been abused and then become the abusers. Be grateful that you're not that. Be grateful that you're not still where you were before, being a victim of it and repeating those patterns and not being in your power. Be grateful that you're not there anymore. Yeah. So yeah, it's going well. You're clearing it out. Own your idea of where you're headed, but don't try and you're not in a bad place to get yourself out of kind of thing. You're already on that path. You're already out of it. You're progressing further. You don't need to plan for it. You don't need to try harder with it. Your higher self has got you. It's already leading you out of it, and it's already going well. So, yeah, a little bit of a mind shift for you. You've come a long way. Even since I've known you, your energy is so different. Hey, it's great. When your hair was long, it was too curly to breathe, too springy and stiff to breathe in. Yeah, Jamie. I make them, so I don't. Well, I watch them when I'm doing the deeper dives because I tend to do all my recording on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. So I don't have time on those days to do the deeper dive. So I'll did the deeper dive yesterday, and so I do watch them then. But I'm kind of the same. I'm like, well, it's not about anyone in particular for me anymore, but I see it as being somebody new now, and I'm interested in the energies, and I wonder whether it is for me as well. That's good, Christine. Let's get some more tarot out. I need more coffee too. It's cold. It's raining. That's why it feels a bit colder in here. My new Apple Watch is arriving next Tuesday, so Apple told me. That's exciting. Because I was just thinking I could check the temperature if I wasn't using my phone as a camera. But yeah, my point with those headphone things, I was wondering whether to get them to have like the movie, like an amazing movie experience. Because if I have an iMac here on my desk, I can turn it around and be watching a movie from my bed. And if I had I could have like full cinematic experience with those. That would be cool. And I could use them for my video editing as well. Chicken's at the door. I thought she would be, huh? Because she doesn't like the rain. You wanna come in? Yeah. Oh, you're wet. Don't go on the bed. Wash yourself first. Look, she's doing that legs out the back thing. Chicken's in the house. Drying herself. Still watching the readings even though you don't have anyone. Hello, I'm Tethered Goddess. How's name? Yeah, I need more coffee. The Hanged Man. Changing our minds about it. There's something to change our minds about. Powerful cards. Hey, the Phoenix, the Moon. Two of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the Hanged Man. We've got to change our minds about something, about where we are at the moment, and about moving forward, and about, you know, this. Queen of Pentacles, about our stability and using our stability for ourselves instead of trying to give it out to everyone else and carry everyone else with us. Show them how it's done instead. Thank you, Untethered Goddess. Have you got a question for your reading? Chicken's doing yoga. Funny. So we've got to change our minds about something. where we've been, where we are right now. Because we're at a turning point. I feel it. I feel this turning point. And we can trip ourselves out, right? By thinking that there's something wrong. Right? Why can't I manifest it? How come I'm by myself? Because you're supposed to be by yourself right now. It's a good thing. You're at a turning point. 8 of materials. Reaping those rewards. Eight of materials. Yeah, the hard work is paying off, is what I'm getting from this. Have you got a question for it, Untethered Goddess, or do you just want general? Our hard work is paying off. Inner work. It is paying off. I'm going to grab a coffee. While you're coming up with the question, Untethered Goddess. I have to make more coffee today. I bought myself a new gadget. It's a milk frother. I don't have enough milk to use it though. Weird. But I used it yesterday to make a matcha latte. It heats the milk up too. I started having this stuff. I'll bring it and I'll show you. I started having this in the evening. Feel Good Latte Mix. It's a turmeric drink. It's healthy and it's organic. It tastes good. It's like, let me tell you. Green Sense brings you Feel Good Latte Mixes. Good for you. This holistic, healthy turmeric has emerged as a new superfood. It's not new. With the origin of green sense in India and our global understanding, Feel Good Latte Mix is chef formulated to bring taste, convenience, and above all, improved efficacy. Yum, 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 yum. Turmeric, black pepper, ginger, jaggery. What's jaggery? Green cardamom, ashwagandha, yeah, and vanilla. It's yum. The ingredients. I like it. Started having that in the evening. So I wanted to get my milk frother to make that. Because I've heard it's good to have like turmeric milk before bed. It's been good for me. About your situation with your twin flame. Okay. Let's do that. There's not many people in here today, so it's okay. I can see the comments. Ooh. Okay. Right. Reactions. Criticism and reactions here. Both sides. Both ways. With your twin flame. Yeah. Criticism running both ways and reactions to each other. So you've got differences between you that are... So when someone does something, we wouldn't necessarily do it that way. Or if we did what they did, then it would mean something else. And we can not the same as you. Jaggery is unprocessed sugar. Oh, didn't know that. It might help with sleep bath. I don't know. I don't know where I heard to have turmeric milk before bed. But I am enjoying it. It's yummy. That would make sense that it's got a bit of sugar in it because I haven't been adding any sweetener to it. It's nice. You have to stir it though, because it's like stir it constantly. Stir it, drink some, otherwise there's like turmeric sludge at the bottom. So, Untethered Goddess, yeah, there's criticism either side, and this is saying like listen to it, not just their criticism, because there's something in it. There's like another perspective for yourself in there, but also listen to your criticisms of them as well, because you're both showing each other another way of looking at things, another way of doing things. So, as I said, when someone does something, we presume that they're just like us. And so if they do something, then if I did that, then I would mean this by that. And then we take it the way that we would mean it, which isn't necessarily true. So there's a bit of sabotage going on. Yeah, there's a bit of sabotage. There's nothing wrong with your perspective. There's nothing wrong with their perspective. But you've both got something to learn from it. Knowing and sabotage. You know what your sabotage is? Got something to do with the criticism. Could be a perfectionist thing. That's become up big lately in my private readings. Perfectionism has been coming up over and over again. Right, because it's good to want to improve ourselves, but when we use it against ourselves, when we're saying like I'm not good enough, so I've got to get better. It helps with sleep. I don't think I had any last night. No, I didn't. Otherwise there'd be a mug there. So yeah, you've got some sabotage going on there, and it's just because of difference of perspective, but you've got difference of perspective for a good reason, and you've got something to show each other there that will help each other. But there's a sabotage there too, and it feels like a perfectionist thing. That's what's going on with your twin flame, apparently. So where are we with this? The Phoenix, the Moon, Two of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Hangman, Eight of Materials. So we've come through a big transformation, and we've got to be aware of that in ourselves. And we might want to manifest this life that we want. We might think that we know what we want, but there's more to this. So there's some unknown. Our higher self knows where we're headed. And for now, we've just got to be where we're at, realize and be grateful that we have grown and transformed as much as we have, and that we've left things behind. Leave it up to fate where we're headed. It's not completely up to fate, but there's more to it. There's more to where we're headed. Changing our mind about that, releasing control a little bit, because we're reaping the rewards of the stuff that we've done. Jaggery. Yeah, I've never heard of jaggery before. Anyway, I'm liking this. If you can find this, it's good. Green scents. Delish. Smells so good. I love cardamom. It's one of my favourites. So we are reaping the rewards of the internal work that we've been doing. Or we're about to. It feels like we're at a turning point right now. It really does. And for me personally, I don't know, it might be the same for you, but for me personally, it's definitely, I'm feeling the urges to open up now, to open up to new people. Well, I guess it has been like 6 months of pretty much locking myself down, being by myself. It's long enough. Time to let new people in and see how far I've got. Justice. There's a lot of major arcanas out today. Justice. This to me, justice, is always the card of karma to me. Manifestation of things that are ours coming to us. Just watching chicken having a wash. Justice. Read it out, Clive. Which one? Light seers. Okay. So what's going on in my head then? They want me to read it out of the Light Seers book, the Justice card. So I shall go and get that Light Seers book. Here it is. Justice is 11, isn't it? Yes. Balance. Natural law, balance, karma, truth, wisdom, legal matters, fairness, cause and effect, integrity, objectivity, perspective, and accountability. My trainer had the COVID jab the day before. I trained with him on the day that he had it. Yesterday, he sent me a message saying, I can't train you today. My arm hurts. He's got an achy arm. Let's see how he is today. Consequences, retribution, karma, injustice. I don't feel that. Justice, excuse me. Justice asks you to learn from your past experiences. Yes. This is why we got this out. It's about looking at the past. Okay. Justice asks you to learn from your past experiences, the good, the bad, and the fugly. Take it all and grow from it. This energy is not about perfection, but about fairness and honesty. It's bringing everything that I said together. My guys are good, aren't they? They're like, read it out of this particular book, Claire. It highlights clarity of motivation and intention. Oh, intention is so powerful, right? Sometimes we can do the wrong things, but if we had good intention, it doesn't have the same karmic effects as if we've got a bad intention behind something. Totally different energy, right? It highlights clarity of motivation and intention. It asks you to be realistic about the cause and effect of your thoughts and actions. Seek to balance your growth with both positivity and shadow. We had that before as well, didn't we, with the moon? Seek to balance your growth with both positivity and shadow, and learn from the many different parts of you. Remember all that shadow work that we were doing months ago in here? Learn from the many different parts of you and all parts of your past as well. Past you. Grateful that you're not there anymore. In your current situation, be impartial as you reframe your reality and work to remove any negative emotional charge from the situation, the equation. In your current situation, be impartial as you reframe your reality and work to remove any negative emotional charge from the equation. If fear is causing you to act in a way that you aren't proud of, seek a variety of perspectives before judging another's actions to be good or bad. The only true path ahead of you is not one that's necessarily black or white, but is always, always one of love. How interesting. Oh, you had an 11-y moment, Christine. 11-y. Hello, Friday night karaoke. Giggling at your name. Isn't that incredible that they told me to read it out of this book and it's just kind of brought together everything? Shall I read it out again? Do you want me to read it out again? What is with my throat? So, Maria, let's get to you. What are your current sabotages? Ooh. I might need to read that out again. Current sabotages, Maria. self-forgiveness and for including yourself. It's battle ready kind of self-forgiveness for boundaries that have been taken too far. You know, when we're testing out, you know, when we first learn about empowerment and boundaries and we become the Queen of Swords kind of thing, maybe a little bit too much. And we realize that we've like thrown up brick walls instead of just like small boundaries. Or in fact, even before we've become the Queen of Swords, we realize that we've been more Queen of Swords than we thought we were. We thought we were being open, but we had brick walls up to everybody. Do you understand what I mean? Until we empower ourselves, we have to be closed off to protect ourselves completely from everybody, kind of thing. But once we learn to empower ourselves, in other words, to deal with such people in certain situations, if someone's being aggressive, or if someone tries to abuse us, or if someone tries to lie to us, or if someone's showing red flags, we're trusting ourselves to deal with it in the situation. Then we don't need to have these blanket walls up. So this, Maria, is saying that your current sabotage is about forgiving yourself for having those brick walls up when you realize that you've had them up. It's almost a block to you empowering yourself. This, it's like, I don't want to empower myself because that's the wrong thing to do. Meanwhile, you're not realizing you've got brick walls around you. That's what it is. You don't want to include yourself. You don't realize you're excluding yourself. You don't want to be empowered because you think it's going to exclude you, but you don't realize you're already excluding yourself. You've got brick walls around you, Maria, and you don't want to empower yourself because you think that means putting more brick walls up, and you've already got too many up. The self-forgiveness that's behind that is a complicated one. You'll get through it though. It's a path. I think a lot of us in here have been on that path. Itchy noses and burping while doing readings. My throat. It might have something to do with this almond milk, or what's in the almond milk. It's often a morning thing with me. But yeah, the itchy nose thing happened. I've got itchy cheeks at the moment, but that's because of this. Ouch. I'm not sure I'll do that shaving thing again, it hurts. It might be a little bit too much for me. Maria, tell us more. Get support, I'm limitless. Get support in that. Get support. There's a few teachers out there teaching about empowerment, women empowering themselves, that kind of thing. So at the moment it seems you're blocking. I can understand that. Because looking back, I can see that I had brick walls up to everybody. And yeah, it's like, oh, you need to learn boundaries and be empowered. It's like, really? Because I feel like pretty closed off. Are you sure? It seems to be going in the opposite direction, but it's not. It's learning how to protect yourself so that you can open up. Yes, please. Does that mean read it out again? Marie, thank you for your donation. And yours, Marie. Marie, General. Okay. Oh, interesting. So Marie, you've got someone that's going to get in touch with you, and you've been learning to empower yourself and speak out, haven't you? Because you're about to get tested on it. So get yourself ready, because someone that you previously would have backed down to, you're going to have to stand firm to this time. Someone's going to get in touch from your past. You've got communication coming, and it's your test to stand firm in your truth and not let them walk all over you this time. Not let them walk all over you. So who's that person that used to walk all over you? And you might have thought, well, I was just keeping the peace. I'll just back down to keep the peace. If you do that, you're not keeping your own peace. You're taking the hit. You're falling on the grenade for everyone else. You're taking the emotional hit yourself. It's not keeping the peace inside of you. It's keeping the peace inside of them. It's a people-pleasing thing. So, wake up and get what I want. Wow, it's going to have a big impact. So someone is coming in from the past soon. Someone that's walked all over you before. But what was really behind that was that you would cave into them to keep the peace. It was keeping their peace. It wasn't keeping your peace. So you were trying to avoid a reaction that you knew was going to come from them. And yes, it is going to come from them. But what you don't realize is that when you do that, whatever, they can have a reaction. It's not the end of the world. Even if someone gets angry, so what? They're angry. Not the end of the world, is it? Sure, they're having an emotional reaction to it, but maybe they need to. Maybe people need to have like consequences to how they're being. But what it's going to do for you is it's going to wake you up to getting what you want. So you might not have even realized that the people pleasing, backing down, keeping the peace has been causing you to be unpeaceful, unrest within yourself, taking that hit. And that takes your vibration down and it stops you from getting what you want. So you're not sure how much you believe in the chakra stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Same, but I mean, I do feel them in my energy healings. I can feel these energy centers that they talk about when they talk about chakras. But I think for me anyway, sometimes the stuff around them is taken a little bit too far. But then again, it just depends on your experience, doesn't it? Because there's different like healing modalities or energy modalities that help people at different stages. Courses for courses. I mean, my work isn't suitable for everybody. My work wouldn't be suitable for me 20 years ago. Used to do that with your first husband, keeping the peace. Okay, I'll read it out again. Justice. Justice asks you to learn from your past experiences, the good, the bad, and the fugly. Take it all and grow from it. This energy is not about perfection, but about fairness and honesty. It highlights clarity of motivation and intention. And it asks you to be realistic about the cause and effect of your thoughts and actions. Seek to balance your growth with both positivity and shadow. And learn from the many different parts of you. In your current situation, be impartial. That's this, isn't it? And the moon. Be impartial. As you reframe your reality and work to remove any negative emotional charge from the equation. Right. So we're working to remove any negative emotional charge from the situation by not judging where we're at the moment, being in the moment, but also balancing up our light and shadow side too, which isn't the same as negative emotional reaction, right? Emotional charge. If fear is causing you to act in a way that you aren't proud of, seek a variety of perspectives before judging another person's actions to be good or bad. The only true path the only true path ahead of you is not one that's necessarily black or white, but it is always, always one of love. Right? Oh, okay. Chicken, do you want to go out? Would you want to come here? She's not sure what she wants to do. What's the answer to that? She wants to sit on the bed. Come on the table. Huh? What you doing? Taking over the shower. Oh, at some point for you, you're welcome, Maureen. So, chicken, what are we doing next? You're still wet. Let me clean yourself properly. Oh, your breath stinks. She's got really bad breath. It smells like a bin. I don't know what kind of food they're feeding you. You know when you've like put fish or meat scraps in the bin and it's not been taken away for a while. Phew, that's what her breath smells like. Yuck. She wants attention. You're a mess. You're making a mess of the table. Right, let's get some more cards out. Let's get one of these out. Don't push up against that because yeah, if you knock that off, it will smash. What have we got here? Oh, well, that's an interesting card to come out. Five of Swords, resentment and competition. Oh, what? It's just. Remember when the jealousy cards used to come out last year? All the time. Like constantly. Jealousy, 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 jealousy. It's. Ugh. Resentment and competition. Why is this come out? Hello, underdog. Yes, you can have one. Jealousy, competition, resentment, competition. Ugh. Okay, so maybe this is where we're at the moment. Breaking free of that, we could so easily have been one of those people. You've got to remember that. Watch out, chicken, because you're going to be knocking stuff off here with your tail and carrying on. Don't make me stink. So this is about our growth, right, and recognizing our growth. Where we've been, being grateful for that. In other words, that resentment and competition is coming out because we're connected with people that are our old energy. And if we have broken free of that energy, kind of showing them the way, they're going to be jealous of that because they want out too. It's like, don't lick me, you stink. She's getting a bit much. I love her. I love you, but chicken. Let's give you too much attention, then you get over it. You're not over it yet. Too much. She's dirty too. Underdog. Yes, you can have a mini reading. Do you just want general? Dirt and hairs all over the table now. So, did everyone get that last message? Resentment, competition. When we've grown, we're always around people that are our old energy, right? And then we move on from that energy, and then we have to leave those people behind. And then those people, as I said, if you're overcoming the barrier that they've still got, yes, there's going to be resentment, competition, conflict, that kind of thing. We've got to keep going anyway, not let that hold us back. So, an interesting twist to the end there. What can I do to help mend my heart? Stop worrying. Underdog, stop worrying. Wake up. No worries. Okay. Right. So, you're doing it to yourself. We never want to hear that, right? But it's the way that we perceive something, the way that we're looking at something that hurts our heart. It feels like it's what someone did, but it's what we made it mean. It's what we made it mean. It's what you're making it mean that's hurting your heart. What else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation, say, by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? So, yeah, it's like breaking your own heart by the way that you're looking at it. Like I was saying before, I don't know whether you were in here then, but someone does something or says something, we project ourselves onto them. Like, well, what would I be feeling, or what would be my intention if I were to say and do that thing? And then we totally think that they're us, and we make it mean what we would have made it mean if we did that, which isn't true. Like, we've all got our different perspectives. That's why we're here, because we're all a different perspective source. So there's not one person that matches us and won't make things mean the same as we're meaning it. So to heal your heart, it's like stopping breaking your own heart by the way that you are focused on it, which is causing worry. It's causing you to worry. I know it myself. I used to think that everyone was like me, and then it's like, well, if they know what they're doing, then why would they be doing this hurtful thing toward me? Like, I used to think that everyone was like completely aware of what they were doing, and they were just choosing to do that to me. Not true. Understanding and so you're overthinking things. Yeah, I was talking about this before as well. I've got a propensity to do this as well. Is to overthink things, and it's good, right? It really helps us to be self-aware and to be aware of situations. But as with everything, there's a flip side to it. It has a negative expression of it, and it's when we use it against ourselves. It's when we overthink things, so it overwhelms us. And this is understanding and overwhelming here. So try and get your awareness, your overthinking awareness, your ability to understand things and look deeper into things. Recognize that trait, there's only a few of us that have got that. It's not a common thing. That's not common sense. That is a particular skill that you've got. So recognize that. Not a lot of people have got it. Don't try and project that onto other people. Don't presume that everyone has got that. They don't. And so acknowledge it and love that about yourself, and realize it's a rare thing. So then once you're appreciating that skill that you've got and not expecting everyone else to have it, then notice when, then you can notice when it's really working for you, when it really helps you. And you might start noticing when it doesn't, when you're using it against yourself. So, yeah, this is saying you need to become more aware. You need to wake up to that of when you're using your personality trait of this, looking deeper at things, having an awareness about it, overthinking it, when it turns against you. It's important to do that, to recognize that we've got these things. Because there's this victim consciousness, right, of oh, I'm aware of this thing, like this thing is bad for the environment, I'm aware of it. Why don't I do something about that? As if everyone is aware of that thing and you're the last person to become aware of it. And you presume that they're doing that thing to the environment because even though they're aware of it, they're doing a bad thing to the environment. It's not true, right? It's just not true. And so, but we're human beings, we tend to do that. We tend to project and think, everyone's aware of this, everyone knows this. Or we can think, everyone should be like me and have this awareness, or everyone should be a healer, or everyone should have this particular skill that I've got. Which isn't true either, because we've all got our place here. We've all got our particular skills and particular perspective. It's not true that everyone should have that. Um, hmm, yeah. So you're kind of breaking your own heart. Maybe that's putting it a little bit too. But you're overwhelming yourself at the moment because you haven't fully appreciated yourself yet. Mm. So thanks for your donation. Jamie, higher self guidance for you. Just doing yoga on the mat. The cat did yoga on the mat. Jamie, oh nice. Flowing and brilliant. Awesome. I love that. I mean, what else is there to say about that? You're in the flow. It's awesome. It's brilliant. You've got great things coming. Oh, this isn't so good, though. Initiate and sabotage. Okay, so you've got a reluctance to start things off, a reluctance to make the first move, a reluctance to be the one that approaches someone else and reaches out, a reluctance to do that. Why? This is really interesting because it's reminding me again of that video that I listened to last night before I went to sleep. Matthew Hussey. He was talking about the women that go on his course or something, and he said a lot of them will say the same thing. Like I've said it before as well. Of if a guy's strong enough for me, then he's going to approach me. He's going to be talking to me. He's going to make that first move. He's going to initiate it. And his response to women like that is, well, men are just the same, they've got their insecurities and they're not always going to be the one that initiates things. You know who are the ones that initiate things? Have we learned this yet? The guys that initiate things, for you ladies there, the ones, he said it's just a small percentage, say it's like 5% of them that have that bravado and the guts. Of that 5% that will initiate things, that will come up to you, the majority are players. And the other ones have just, developed that confidence enough. So it's like you're closing the door on a lot of people that have got like insecurities, like human beings do, by not initiating things. And you said, and it's not that you need to be the one that does that and, you know, be that confident one and go up to someone and say, go out with me or whatever. You just need to open. Just need to open that door to them, smile at them, or say something to know so that they know it's safe to approach you. That's how your work day went today. Flowing. It's good. But yeah, this aversion to initiating things. I think maybe all of us have got a bit of that. It was just so interesting listening to him say that, and it's like, oh, hell yeah. If you wait for the strong ones, or you deem that the strong ones are the ones that are going to approach you, get the players. I've noticed that. I've noticed that. The narcissist will do that too. It's so important to choose, to be the chooser. I'm not just talking about romantic relationships here. I'm talking about friendships. I'm talking about everything. Notice the energies and then choose and then open that door. Don't be afraid to initiate things. It doesn't mean that you have to do everything. It just means that you need to open that door. Again, back to the Queen of Swords stuff and the empowerment. You might have brick walls around you, or you might not have empowered yourself enough yet to be completely open with everyone, because you can really trust yourself to deal with any situation. If you are open and you're in that present moment, then you're going to open the door to people and be able to approach you. That's like the initiation thing. Does that make sense? So things are flowing well at the moment, but you need to be a little bit more open to starting things off, approaching people, reaching out to people, being open to opportunities and stuff like that. A little bit more confident in your ability to handle any situation. Sometimes a woman can have a great flash smile repeatedly at you. Then her energy is closed and says, stay away. Yeah. Human behavior. But we've got to remember, right, we're all messed up. We're all messed up and we've got those insecurities. Takes me a while. I need to watch someone for a while before I want to open up. But then I'm in a kind of a different situation here. It's not like I'm living in a city or something. I'm on a tiny island where everyone knows everyone, especially now. Hardly any tourists here. Let's get some more cards out. I've not done the card of the day yet. Oh, got emails. Hang on. Ooh. Someone's booked in for a private reading. No, it's an energy healing. Cool. Work. Yes. Doubt. Work and doubt. Work. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need to find me. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. And doubt. We've just started to open back up, Jamie. Doubt. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. I've got a feeling like, are we back? I said we'd be moved on, and then there was a power cut. Chando, hello. I don't know whether I'm back. Ouch. Am I back? I can't tell. Yeah, I am. I'm back. Back. Yay, that was fast. Just threaded your own needle. Good job. Your eyesight's good, Christine. I'm not sure whether I'd still be able to do that. I used to be able to. I'm back. Yay, I put the cards away because I was pretty sure that it wasn't going to happen. Because I just said it feels like the universe is about to move us on, and then there was a power cut. Let's get some more cards out there. Eyesight. So yeah, I was talking to my friend about my eyesight, saying, it started getting really bad. All of a sudden, like a few months ago, after being perfect like my whole life, it's quite a shock. And then, so I was telling my friend about that, and he said, yeah, it does. It happens all of a sudden around when you're 50. Eyesight goes bad. It's getting better now that I'm walking on the beach. I was thinking we're done as well. Now Jamie's not working. Everyone else is back. Jamie's not. Smoke and mirrors. There's something we're not seeing at the moment, for sure. There is something that we're not seeing at the moment. And we don't need to. We don't need to see what it is. I mean, we're being moved forward anyway. We don't have to figure it out. It's going to be different than we expect. You're refreshed. Yay! It's good to be back. Serendipity. Ooh. Why have we got serendipity? Serendipity. So, I don't know whether you got that. I was answering your question. Is it a good time to visit? Who was asking that? Underdog. Okay, will be soon. It will be soon. I think they're going to allow flights to come into Phuket. Got restrictions being lifted, but the vaccinations are rolling out slowly. Well, I've got serendipity. Imagine. Dreams. That came up before. Dreams. I don't want my boat dream to come true. What's the great... Oh, Serendipity is a great romantic movie. Yeah, I've got the generator on now. Probably can't hear it at all. It's quite loud. If it rains, power goes out because the trees get heavy. There's been a lot of power outages on the island lately. They've been having to prune the trees. That's what the power people do here. The kind of electricity specialists, stroke foresters. I noticed yesterday that they were up, was that yesterday or the day before? Probably the day before. They were up at my ex's place, chopping that tree down, and I've told him that he needed to cull that tree. Cull? Take this, it's just huge, and it makes such a mess. Anyway, the electricity people were doing it. Have power lines around and they cut your trees for you. Power loss. That happens all the time here. That's why I live here in this resort, because they've got a generator. Because the rest of the island can have like no power for a day. Oh, I think this one was scheduled. We have a Facebook group where they tell us sometimes when the scheduled outages. I think there was one scheduled today. It's probably why it came on fast, because they realised. She believes in fate and it keeps bringing them back together. Yeah, I keep on dreaming about Mr. Last Year, but I'm not convinced that he's the right person for me anymore. He's a great guy, and we were very happy. We'll see. Could just be dreaming about him because he's Mr. Last person. Stand still. Rudder, stand still. Like one of those birds. Bogey and Catherine Hepburn in the African Queen. You don't remember any dreams? Really? Wonder why that is. I don't know, I've always remembered my dreams, especially the waking ones. You know, we dream like it takes about 2 or 3 seconds to dream on waking. On falling asleep and on waking is the only time that we dream. And yeah, it feels like we're dreaming for about half an hour, but we're not. We're only dreaming for like 2 or 3 seconds. It happens really fast. So maybe it's I don't know. I fall asleep and wake up naturally. I don't use anything to do that, as in any sleeping apart from my drink that I've put back in the kitchen now. I don't use any, never used any sleeping tablets or anything like that. Never had one of those. But I also don't use alarm clocks. So yeah, maybe it's something about that. I believe that people that smoke pot don't dream or don't recall their dreams. The better rested you are, the better chance you can remember them. Is that right? I don't know. What else should we get out? Let's get some of these out. Tea leaves. Tea leaves. Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Insincere. Yeah. The people like from the past. The people like from our past. I mean, people that were like us in the past. People that we're still connected to that are like our older selves. The body clock wakes you 2 minutes before a long goes on. I'm like that. Hey, Cedar. Yeah, I'm like that, but I wake up 5 to 6 o'clock. It was at 5 o'clock this morning. 6 o'clock. I'm thinking when I've got my Apple Watch, I'll have it set for 6 o'clock, but I doubt it'll ever wake me. It wakes you with a tap on your wrist. Do your daily workout at the gym. Ooh. Bend and squat empty bins. Don't hit your head on equipment. Cleaning workouts. Yeah, my body clock is pretty good. I do go to bed very early though. I also don't need to give myself reminders of people's birthdays because I wake up in the morning with someone on my mind and it's their birthday. My guides remind me of everything. Happy! Started charging your phone in the kitchen so it won't wake you up. My phone doesn't wake me up. I have it on do not disturb. I have it set 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Do not disturb. I'm excited by those changes that Apple have made as well yesterday that were coming soon to all of that too. So we're going to have different modes on our phone so we can have a working mode. It's great. This because I've had to turn like all notifications off and stuff like that, but there's nothing that annoys me more than when I'm recording a video and then someone calls me and it stops me recording a video. I'm right in the middle of working. And there's no way I can stop that. Put it on airplane mode and it won't work properly anymore with my software. I can't stop that from happening. Well, I can soon when they put that update in. I can put work mode and I can set work mode to be no calls. When I'm working, I don't want someone else to have control over the camera to stop the recording. You know, other people shouldn't have that. And you know what else I'm loving as well is that Apple. Did you hear about that? Apple were in a court case with Facebook recently. It obviously got resolved 2 days ago because the update happened straight away, and Apple won because Apple are fighting for our privacy and Facebook because Apple aren't in the advertising business and Facebook is, and now Facebook, if you're an Apple user, Facebook can't use your data. They have to ask you first. They asked me and I said, no, you can't use it. Even though I use Facebook to advertise and I know the power of it, I still, Facebook, no, they're annoying. Facebook don't care about us. Apple do. Apple are like, I've got our back. And now Apple are doing this new thing with the messages, including everyone else in it. And they're all, and you're going to be able to show like what your status is at the moment. It's going to become a new and an alternative to Facebook, I think, which is good because Facebook don't care. Like I've said in here, one thing that annoys me about Facebook is they try and make me work for them. Like, what the hell? I don't work for Facebook. Don't pester me. Apple don't do that to me. Apple try and help me in my business, staying focused, giving me things that allow me to switch off from that. Facebook does exactly the opposite of that. So much so that I get notifications saying Be Healing uploaded a video, and it's like, I know. Or like Claire Louise Hay just posted. That's me. What the hell are you doing? Sending me a notification about that. I get messages from them saying this post is doing well. Do you want to pay us for it? No, I don't. Facebook is grabby, grabby, grabby. And if they changed that, I know when it happened, when it went from trying to provide a service that's good for people. It's when they floated it on the stock market. It changed. It changed overnight. Then they went all grabby, and yeah, I think it's going to. Yeah, and I think Apple is going to do that now. I love Apple. I think they're amazing, and these last things that they're bringing out now that they announced yesterday are just great, and I can see where they're going with it now. Much better. The mindfulness thing as well. And you drink. Yeah, that really affects your sleep. That's why I won't do it. Every now and then I think, oh, I can have a drink this evening, and I think, no, it'll affect my sleep too much. It really does affect your sleep. See, what the hell's going on in your life? See you, Christine. Yeah. So Facebook just annoys me so much, and I pay them a lot of money every week to advertise the stuff. But I'm thinking I probably shouldn't do that anymore. I halved it already this week. But I love that. I love that. I'd heard that they were in a court case with Facebook, Apple, about people's privacy and about them not just presuming that they can use our information. And then I had a little jump for joy, which I put on Facebook, and they obviously haven't shown anyone because no one reacted to that status update. It's like, oh, I see that Apple won because I got a notification on my phone saying, Facebook needs your permission to use your data. Do you grant it? No, I don't. No. And then I put a thing on Facebook saying, good on you, Apple. No one's responded to it at all. Facebook doesn't want. Oh, I don't like them. It's not good energy, hey? It's been good for many years, though. I mean, it would be nice to have an alternative, and I think Apple are coming up with it now. Some people badmouth Apple, but they really are excellent. They really are. Excellent. Brilliant. Yeah. Seedles, what the hell's going on in your life? Go for it in jealousy. We had that card out before, right? The sting of it. Oh, you weren't here. Yeah, in the tarot cards, we had that at the end about jealousy. So people that are behind us, we generally hang out with people that are behind us, right? People that are in the same things as we were because we're growing. We're leaving things behind. We're healing. So the people that we're ahead of get jealous when we're moving forward. So go for it. You want to move forward, but you don't want the people around you to react to it. Well, tough. They will react to it, but go for it anyway. Don't hold yourself back for other people. So what the hell's going on in your life? Tell us. "37 years clean and sober." It affects all kinds of behaviour. I'm enjoying being sober now. Really. It does. It affects all kinds of behaviour. And there's people here especially, because we've still got alcohol restrictions. You're not allowed to drink. You're not allowed to drink. Two people aren't allowed to drink together at the moment here. This is rule. Even if you're at home, you're not allowed to drink together. And of course, there's a lot of people complaining about that, and they're like, but I don't understand it. Why? It doesn't make any sense. Yes, of course it makes sense. People that drink alcohol make bad decisions. And you don't even have to drink a lot of alcohol and be inebriated to make bad decisions. It causes you to make bad decisions, even if you've had a little bit of it. If it's in your system at all times, right? It causes you to make bad decisions. I recognize that in myself. And I don't want to point it out to all these people that are going, how come? How come they're making all of these alcohol restrictions? People make bad decisions when they drink. So, Seedles, you're what? You're holding yourself back because of jealous people. You were wondering what changed on your phone. Twitter as well. I got one for Twitter yesterday. Same thing. Do you permit them to use your data? No, I don't. Get out of my phone. Apple doesn't use it. They're very careful about privacy. I love that. I love them. They're an amazing company. Incredible. Yep. The best decision I've ever made is to switch over to Apple for my business. You're getting tons of job inquiries from recruiting, but nothing is landing. You say no to a lot of things that aren't at your skill or pay level. Nothing is landing. Okay, so you're in between. You're in between energies then. So this is saying that there's your old energy. You're wanting to please people that are behind you instead of going for what it is that you really want. You're kind of going for what it is that you really want, but you're not accepting it yet. Your energy isn't a match to that yet. Allow and wait. You are shifting your energy toward that though. So each job that you apply for, you're getting closer and closer not to getting it, to your energy being a match to actually allowing that in. The key to it is sorting out your aversion to annoying people when you take a step up is what it is. And we do. People that have reactions to my business getting busier or me getting busier or what anything is, it's real. People react to it. They don't want you. They don't want you to get a better job. They don't want you to get there. And that's a good thing. Don't keep many people around you these days. But we hold ourselves back for that. For the resistance that's going to be in other people, which is true. Something will land. You just need to give yourself time to shift into that energy. Yeah, I think it's the start of the end for Facebook. And you know what else they announced was AirPlay. I'm going to be able to AirPlay my from my phone, which is great because I've been learning about Fitness Plus for when my watch arrives. But you can't stream it on at the moment. You can't stream it on anything but a phone and iPad. It won't work on my iPad. It's too old. Or on an Apple TV, which I don't have. Doesn't work with a MacBook, which I do have. But they just announced the stream thing, so I'm going to be able to stream from my phone on my MacBook, if I get a Mac again, I probably will. Be firm and brilliant, because I've got a Mac in storage in Australia. Yeah, go for what you really want. Keep going, Seedles. Go for what you really want. So you're in this shift. You know, sometimes the universe doesn't let us have things because it knows that we don't need a stopgap. We don't need to. You can go from here to here, yeah, where you're headed. You don't need to like get a job that's here and get used to that, and then get a job here and get used to that. It wants you to go from there to there. So you're applying for jobs and not getting them. It's getting you there. It's just a matter of time. It's not a matter of time. It's you. Your energy is changing with each one. You're getting more confident, and it's go for what is brilliant. Be firmer in that, and be firmer in your. You've got new people coming to you. All of us do at these new stages that we're going into. Keep going, yeah, keep going. Be firmer about going for that job that you really want. There we have it. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for me to make my videos for next week for each star sign. So thanks everyone for coming along. Thanks for your donations. And let's do this in 2 days' time on Friday. Let's do it all over again. Tomorrow we have a new moon. It's tomorrow. So I've got some reduced price new moon readings available from behealing.com if you want a private one. And I'll see you in 2 days' time. Have a good one, everybody. See you next time.